Well, it's that time of year for the city government, and yes, you can be involved in building our budget. We're working on the 2016 budget now, and with an eye on the 17 budget. And I got three people on the sofa who are helping us get that message across. They may not have known it, though. Jack Kavanaugh, Freemason Civic League. We're making you another TV star with a video that we shot that's going to be shared with council for the video for the budget presentation. But it was about how we're building a quality, great city. And you're a key component of that. Peggy Scott, Tarleton Community Leader Advocate for the schools. And you've been to many of our public hearings and have been engaged in the budget process over the years, as well as Jack Kavanaugh. And you're also in this video that will be seen on 48 in about a month. Okay? And Liz Reed, every time I turn around, you're the face of some of the new stuff going on. Right?
Yes, I
now,
suppose.
I'm going to put you on the spot. You're the youngest one of the crowd, and you're seeing some really cool stuff, aren't you, for the future of the city?
I am.
What is it?
You know, the goal through my blog is just to promote all the cool things that are happening in the area. I'm originally from New York. I've gotten over my 10 years of culture shock, and I've begun to embrace the area. And my goal is just to show everybody else that there are things to partake of. It's not just a hick town.
I know it. Well, and there are some saying it's been a nice, quiet town, but the new culture is coming about. Peggy, I mean, you've been engaged in the community now for many years. Have grandchildren that are now involved,
Yes.
right? Put you on the spot. What kind of changes are you seeing?
And I've seen quite a few changes. I've seen changes, especially in our downtown area, the different amenities, our beaches. I was excited to see that we're going to get many, many yards of beach to be added down at Ocean View. Mostly the changes in downtown and, of course, the new shopping center and the new library for people that haven't been there. Oh, my God, it is absolutely beautiful.
So it really builds toward making it a cool place to live, but also it's an investment out into the neighborhoods, too.
Right.
Okay. Now, Jack, you've had the chance to live anywhere in the world you wanted to. But you decided to set your, I was going to say roots down, but I kind of want to say sit down on your front porch in Freemason, right?
As everybody does.
Yeah, I cleaned that up for you.
You did.
But so why Norfolk?
Well, it's got everything, Bob. I mean, from a New Yorker standpoint, it's just it's a level B New York. Everything down one level, including the prices. But we got a fantastic Chrysler Museum. We got a fantastic symphony, the opera, AAA ball team. Used to have an AHL hockey team and about to have ECH on. But you've got everything you want in one wrapped up area of 8 or 10 square miles. You know, if you want the beach, you got the beach. If you want the mountains, you got the mountains. And we just happen to like downtown. And downtown, you're right, they put a whole lot of money in the growth of downtown because it's kind of like the heart of any city. It beats and sends out the bloodlines to the rest of the neighborhoods. And now we're doing good. Look at Broad Creek. Look at all East Beach. Look at all the different things that are going on now.
So it's spreading and growing throughout the community, even though you might not see it on a day-by-day basis.
Correct.
Okay, let me hit you, the three of you, because you could rest in your place of comfort and not get engaged, not tell the story, not have the blog, not try to get people riled up maybe if they have to be. So why are you guys doing that?
It's just what good citizens do, I think. People ought to get involved. Freemason doesn't have a whole lot of either impact or input to the budget because, you know, for example, we got 4 school-age kids in Freemason. So we don't have a whole lot of impact.
So that playground on that's not part of the...
Well, we're working on the playground now. I got to put the YMCA is coming up to the table for me. Thank you, Adam. But there's a lot of things that citizens can do to get our point across. I mean, our big thing is safety down in Freemason from all the piers and the pilings that go around Freemason Harbor down by the pagoda and by the battleship. A lot of those are starting to fall. Not a lot of money, but something ought to be done before someone leans on one and goes swimming.
So you're there's a cost to making sure that this quality continues.
Yep.
And that cost can be an investment. Peggy, I mean, you could sit back, relax, and enjoy life now.
Well, I could, but no, I'm about to become a great-grandparent to twins.
So the future of Norfolk
future of Norfolk is definitely in my heart. I believe that everybody should be engaged in their city. There are so many things that we can do and volunteer to make this a better city. And it's sad that so many people wait until they're retired or older like us before they want to start doing things. And there's so many opportunities for people that work that want to come out on weekends to do different things. Like last weekend we were cleaning up the park at Tarleton. You know, spend an hour, help pick up some trash, you know, make a difference in your neighborhood. You know, there's a lot of things that we can do to make Norfolk a better place.
Liz, I got to say, I had lunch today on the way to the studio at a restaurant that didn't exist a year and a half ago in the Arts District.
Really?
So it's happening.
Yeah.
Because you were there when there were chalk lines on the street and pretend things, right?
Yes. I can honestly say that, you know, through my time living here, I've seen, you know, tremendous growth. I'm very appreciative of the fact that community input has been taken advantage of, and things have been created for the community. I know that when I finished up my master's at Norfolk State, I wanted to blog, I wanted to have my own business, and I wanted to help others. Didn't know how all that was going to come about, but I know those are the three things that I wanted to do. And I realized that I used to be, like I said, I finished my 10 years of culture shock, and instead of one of the people that used to bicker about the area, I turned into one of those people that was like, well, what are you doing to make it better? So I decided, like I said, to create my blog to show everybody that there are things to do, there are ways to get involved. And one major thing that I noticed is, like, marketing-wise, I know that it can be strengthened. It's very broken up in the arts community. Artists know how to create. That's it. They don't know how to promote themselves. So I'm trying to create that linkage between, you know, different classes, just to show everybody that everybody can be on the same page, regardless of your age. This is not a town full of just old people. There are some young people too. So, like I said, my goal is just to reach out to everybody and, you know, break those barriers so that everybody can communicate across.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on because I guess one way of rewarding you for your engagement is to put you on TV, but more importantly, to set that example. And at the end of the show, I'm going to be saying, we want to hear from you. So give us a holler at 664-6510. Give us a call, because that's how you can plug in. Go to our webpage, norfolk.gov. There's opportunities to get involved and to ask those questions. And I think, as many of you, that's how you kind of get started.
Yes.
Why do you do it this way? Ask us, 664-6510. When we come back, Men Who Cook, it may or may not be me. Stay tuned.